It's undeniable that the Huawei Honor 5X made a buzz when it was launched in the US a couple of months ago. Now that we got our hands on the Huawei GR5, the Philippine and Asia variant of the 5X, we immediately put it into comparison against with the Galaxy J5 2016. Both are in the same pricing, but the other is just better overall. And to find out which phone is that, this is Jade on ManilaShaker.com, and here's our ultimate comparison of Huawei GR5 versus Samsung Galaxy J5 2016 edition. The Huawei GR5 is definitely one of the best looking mid-ranger smartphones today. We really like the metal back with the brushed finish. Both Huawei GR5 and the flagship Mate 8 share some design elements, which is good given the fact that the GR5 is a mid-range. Compared to the Galaxy J5 2016, the GR5 stands out and is more attractive than the Galaxy mid-range. The Galaxy J5 has a removable plastic back, but the overall design is old and quite boring in my opinion. In terms of handling though, both felt solid, with Galaxy J5 a little comfortable to hold due to its smaller footprint and metal frame. Both are dual SIM and supports microSD card expansion, but the GR5 has fingerprint sensor while the J5 lacks one. The on-screen keys on the GR5 takes a little time to get used to, but remain responsive all the time. If you want a premium looking mid-range, then the Huawei GR5 is more of the choice, though we still like the solid build of the two. The GR5 features a 5.5-inch 1080p IPS LCD panel, while the Galaxy J5 is stacked at 720p with its 5.2-inch Super AMOLED. As usual, we like the punchy colors of the AMOLED on J5, but we notice some edgy details due to its sub-retina resolution. The GR5 has a sharper screen and way more accurate colors. Brightness level is really good in 2D space with modest sunlight readability. Taking care of photography side is a 13-megapixel main sensor on each. Quality-wise, the detail preservation is really close, but the GR5 edges out the J5 because of the HDR feature and the better night shots of the former. Overall selfie shooting proves higher saturation in the Huawei GR5 than the Galaxy J5, but the latter takes brighter images due to a wider aperture and front-facing LED flash support at night. In video shooting, we prefer the crisper shot of the Galaxy J5 despite the color is a bit bland than the GR5. As always, let us know which camera do you prefer between the two. Under the hood of the GR5 is an octa-core Snapdragon 616 chip and 2GB of RAM, while the Galaxy J5 is powered by a dated quad-core Snapdragon 14 chip. Huawei GR5 beats the J5 in benchmark score, but the Galaxy J5 trumps the GR5 in actual speed test due to the less transition effect and lower screen resolution. Despite the sharper and wider screen of the Huawei GR5, battery life on both hardware is on par with each other. We got around 30 hours endurance rating from the GR5 with its 3000 mAh battery and 31 hours from the Galaxy J5 with its 3100 mAh battery. Both battery life is really good and above than most mid-rangers today. In terms of the audio, the mono speaker on the Huawei GR5 is conveniently placed at the bottom, but still less powerful compared to the backfiring of the Galaxy J5. The bass and the vocals on J5 speaker are quite crisper and more solid, though none of the phones support high-res audio. For the recap of the comparison, there are several reasons why we prefer the Huawei GR5 over the Galaxy J5 2016, and that includes the design, display, overall still camera shooting, and internal hardware. The Galaxy J5 on the other hand has better video and selfie shooting, as well as a speaker output. But overall, we felt that the Huawei GR5 has our money. For 11,900 price on each, surely Huawei made a more compelling mid-range Android phone here. And that's our comparison, guys. Please like the video and subscribe if you think we delivered an unbiased review and comparison. We really appreciate your feedbacks and suggestions we could use to improve our next video. As always, visit manilashakers.com for more comparisons and high-resolution images. This is Jade, thanks for watching, and mabuhay Manila!